Most people think wealth is created when you make more money. But wealth is usually created long before that. It starts with a decision. A decision to stop consuming your future for temporary comfort. The average person spends money to feel successful. The wealthy spend money to become successful. And that difference changes everything. Think about how most people approach money. They earn. They spend. They repeat, month after month, year after year, and eventually they wonder why nothing changes. The answer is simple. Their money never had a mission. Every dollar that enters your life should have a job. Some dollars pay for necessities. Some dollars create experiences, but some dollars should be assigned to build your future. And those are the dollars most people sacrifice first. They tell themselves they will invest later, save later, build later. But later has a way of never arriving. The truth is that wealth is not built when you have excess money. Wealth is built when you create the habit of directing money intentionally. A person earning $50,000 with a wealth-building system will often outperform a person earning $100,000 without one. Because systems beat intentions every time. This is why financial discipline matters, not because discipline is exciting, but because discipline creates options. The person who controls money gains freedom. The person controlled by money loses it. And money control is not about deprivation, it's about priorities. The wealthy understand something that most people ignore. Every purchase has a hidden cost. Not just the price tag, but the opportunity cost. Every dollar spent today is a dollar that can no longer work for you tomorrow. That doesn't mean never enjoy life. It means understand the trade-off. Because financial freedom is built on thousands of decisions, not one giant breakthrough. Another mistake people make is waiting for motivation. They think one day they will suddenly become focused. One day they will suddenly become disciplined. One day they will finally take action. But motivation is unreliable. Systems are reliable. A system works when you feel inspired. A system works when you feel tired. A system works when you don't feel like doing anything at all. That's why successful people focus on structure instead of emotion. Emotion changes. Structure remains. And the longer you rely on emotion, the more inconsistent your results become. Wealth is not emotional. It's mathematical. The numbers do not care about your mood. The numbers do not care about your excuses. The numbers only reflect your decisions. And over time, those decisions compound. Compounding is one of the most misunderstood forces in life. Most people think it only applies to money. It doesn't. Habits compound, skills compound, knowledge compounds, relationships compound, confidence compounds, and mistakes compound too. The person who improves 1% at a time may not notice much this week or this month, but 5 years later their life looks completely different. That's how real growth works, slowly at first, then suddenly. The problem is that most people quit during the slow phase. They want immediate evidence, immediate results, immediate rewards, but wealth often grows invisibly before it becomes visible. You plant seeds long before you see a harvest. And that's why patience is a financial advantage. Patience allows you to continue when others stop. Patience allows compounding to do its work. Patience allows small decisions to become massive outcomes. Most people underestimate what 10 years of consistency can accomplish because they are too focused on the next 10 days. The wealthy think differently. They ask different questions. Instead of asking what can make money quickly, they ask what can create value for years. Instead of asking how much something costs, they ask what return it can generate. Instead of asking how to get rich, they ask how to become more valuable. And value is the foundation of wealth. Money follows value, always. The marketplace rewards people who solve problems. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. That's why developing useful skills is one of the highest return investments you can make. Skills create leverage. Skills create opportunities. Skills create income. And unlike material possessions, skills cannot be taken away easily. A luxury car may lose value, A powerful skill can generate value for decades. The same applies to reputation. Your reputation is an asset. Trust is an asset. Credibility is an asset. The strongest opportunities often come from assets that don't appear on a balance sheet. That's why character matters. People want shortcuts, but character is a long-term advantage. Reliable people attract opportunities. Honest people attract trust. Consistent people attract results. These things may seem simple, but simple does not mean easy. The challenge is not understanding these ideas. The challenge is living them, day after day, month after month, year after year. That's where most people fall behind, not because they lack intelligence, because they lack consistency. Consistency is powerful because it removes randomness. When you become consistent, progress becomes predictable, and predictable progress creates confidence. Confidence creates action. Action creates results. Results create momentum. Momentum changes lives. Most people spend years searching for a secret, a hidden strategy, magical formula, but wealth rarely comes from secrets. It comes from fundamentals executed consistently. The basics work. Budgeting works. Learning works. Building skills works. Creating value works. Investing in yourself works. Patience works. The problem is that people abandon the basics because they are not exciting. They want complexity. They want novelty. They want shortcuts. But fundamentals win. They always have, and they always will. The people who build lasting wealth understand this. They focus on what endures, not what trends. Not what is popular this month. Not what promises overnight success. They focus on principles, because principles survive changing markets, changing economies, and changing circumstances. If you want a different future, start making different decisions today. Not next year, not someday, today. Because your future, not built by what you intend to do, it is built by what you repeatedly do. And every decision you make is casting a vote for the person you are becoming. The question is simple. Are your daily decisions building the life you want? Or are they building a life you will eventually regret? The answer is being written right now. 1 decision at a time. Subscribe for continuous growth. And always remember, you are the magnet.